Yo, yo, yo! What's going on, great people? Happy Monday to you guys. Happy Waiver Wire edition of the Fantasy Football Show entering week 6. We got, as well, your Monday Night Football props and bets. I'm your guy, Nicholas Wilcox, alongside my brother in crime, Johnny Main. Johnny, say what's up to the great people.
What up? Monday Night Football, got that tonight. Seems like it's going to be a little bit of a slugfest out here, man. Got a lot of high-name players not really coming through for your fantasy roster. So be interested to see how the night shakes out, man. I'm pretty interested to see what happens tonight in this game. Like I've been saying all week. Tell me the league didn't know something, man. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but tell me the league didn't know something having the Jaguars and the Chiefs on Monday Night Football in a situation where a lot of things could happen, a situation where the New England Patriots could have a better record than the Kansas City Chiefs before the night ends. In a situation where obviously
how about the Ravens?
In a situation, obviously the Jacksonville Jaguars could be in a situation where they have a better record than the Kansas City Chiefs. And we got injuries galore. We got a lot to talk about in a little amount of time. So I will keep my hot air in my mouth, man, for at least for a little bit, man.
Let's do it. Let's go over the teams that are going to be on bye for week 6. We only got 2 of those, and that's the Vikings and the Texans. So those teams will be on bye for week 6. So if you got Nico, if you got Jefferson, if you got Woody Marks, if you're starting him, you got CJ Stroud who blew up. That's, just got to have some overall pivots to overall what you got for your rosters. And we are here to help you out with that. So without further ado, quarterbacks and are on the ticker on below. So the quarterbacks are, here that we have listed. We separated them. So we overall have the quarterbacks that should be more readily available in your 10 team, your 12 teams, for the most part, based on sleeper ownership. And then we have the super flex quarterbacks here because I know some people are dealing with things, and Dylan Gabriel might be widely available for super flex leagues if someone wasn't cute enough to pick him up. He had a solid performance, but the ceiling game, I don't know. But anyhow, some of these quarterbacks, Johnny, let's play a game where you pick one quarterback like we always do, but you'll pick a quarterback for super flex leagues here too. Because again, the latter names are for super flex pretty much purposes unless they're out there. So what you got for us?
In the super flex category, there was Spencer Rattler, Bryce Young, and Mac Jones and Dylan Gabriel. Those guys.
Yep. So yep.
Give me Mac Jones. Easy. There's nothing to think about. Give me Mac Jones.
Wow.
To think about.
Wow.
Yeah. Nothing to think about, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Nothing to think about. He's already dude. He's like I think in 3 starts already, he's had 2 top 8 fantasy finishes already. Yeah, I don't know what else there is to.
Still no love for Stafford, huh?
It's not that I don't have any love for Stafford because, I'm not going to be oblivious to the fact of what he's doing, and he's got a great matchup this week against the Rams. Obviously, goes without saying. But yeah, you already, man, one of the just already kind of getting prepped for week 6 as far as DFS and stuff, and one of the immediate things I look at is San Francisco 49ers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going to continue to say it. If Baker Mayfield is there, it is going to be a shootout. And Mac Jones he's looked really, really solid, all things considered. And man, listen, man, when you enter the stadium with as much drip as he had on Thursday night, man, you already know what time it is.
You're ready.
And here's the thing, man. And here's the thing. This is something else I'll call him out too. This is the second situation for him where he's making players relevant in the fantasy space, right? So there's not a lot for me to think about on this list here. I think the other guys like Spencer Rattler and Bryce Young, for me, Bryce Young, it felt like he played a really good game, but he actually didn't play a really good game because of all the turnovers from the fantasy side of the world. And Spencer Rattler, you get a little bit of a rushing floor with him for sure, but he's not going to light the scoreboard up. From the fantasy side. And then Dylan Gabriel, it could be a splash game against the Steelers, right? The Steelers give up big plays. We know that's what they do. And I'm a little bit nervous about just that situation coming into Sunday. But Mac Jones unequivocally is the guy for me amongst the super flex quarterbacks on this list.
Yeah, no doubt. I could solely understand that. I would say Bryce Young still offers that rushing upside, but it's something that, man, like, probably just give me Dylan Gabriel just because, again, he got put in a really, really tough spot. And I know the ceiling wasn't there, but he already somewhat looked better than Flacco really was looking, and that's saying something. So, I mean, look, he had a couple, totes for 5 yards, but, he didn't turn the football over. It wasn't 200 yards passing, but again, like, I think he's very serviceable still for your super flexes, and Mac Jones is gone. For the regular quarterbacks, like we've talked about them constantly. Stafford gets the Ravens this week. You know what I'm saying? They just keep on bleeding points as a defense. And who knows, that defense might get a little bit more healthier this upcoming week, but systematically, something is up with the defense right now. And it's like, we weren't trying to overreact to it, but it was something that, look, that's just what the situation calls for now. So, Stafford and the Rams looking nice. Like, so obviously, Stafford's still out there, grab him. Jackson Dart, as far as all the struggles he still had, like he still has like rest of season upside. So there's that too. But yeah, quarterbacks are pretty much for what they are, unless you're in leagues where people are just like dropping some of these quarterbacks left and right, every week, like readily available, maybe not. Jake Browning, like
finished his QB 12 yesterday, man.
That's why I brought him up. Like
QB 12.
Is he something we could still trust, though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it something where as long as he has a starter job, he can still, be serviceable? Or, like,
for
did
me,
he get saved? Did he get saved?
He got saved, man. Like,
okay.
One of those, man. The DB just got greedy.
Totally. Chase with the double move on him,
got
greedy.
Him. Yeah, got greedy, and Chase made him pay, man. You know what I mean? But like, as far as that, like, nah, like I'm not subscribing to Jake Browning. If anything, man, it's like he'll get you garbage time. See, Hayward's out here talking about the next 2 games. He's got a great schedule. All right, he got Green Bay. Got Green Bay up next.
After that Green Bay game, he does.
Yeah,
until the bye week. He gets Pittsburgh, the Jets, Chicago, then the bye. So he does. After the Packers, because they're gonna be
and
upsets.
I would even say, man, from like just from the Steelers side of things, man, like the Steelers have actually, for the most part, man, have played Cincinnati pretty well. Historically, they've played them pretty well, man. So. It'll be interesting to see. I think Jake Browning, like, he offers some upside. We know that. Like, he has to offer upside with the weapons that he's got. But, man, we've seen some bad throws and some bad plays from Jake Browning. So, and they don't have anything else to go to either, man. So, it's just him, man. That's
it's just one of those things that, like you said, I just felt like Browning got saved. But he did get a weaker-ish defense, you know what I'm saying? So it remains to be seen. I'm not going to completely rule him out about, if you're in a bad spot at QB. But at the same time, it's like, can you find something better? You should be able to find something better. But yeah, that's enough of the quarterbacks. To the running backs we go. Starting off with the news that Marion Hampton, about like an hour or so ago, like Chargers officially said that he's going to be placed on the IR. So that's guaranteed that he'll miss 4 weeks. Guaranteed. So at the minimum, he comes back for week 11 technically. But honestly, with the Chargers having that bye in week 12, he probably won't come back to week 13.
Yep.
Just like we called it.
Yep. Only got in one spot. It's a very key spot for me, the Fans Classic. So that really does suck overall. But hey, man, like this is what it is, man. And really, I would say like this for me, man. Like the real bummer,
He said, "How can he get his liver back after Cardinals lost that game?"
Oh man!
In that fashion, I'd be sick too. That's crazy, yo. Yeah. Football just fumbling around. The other team just finds a way to score the touchdown. Like,
Hey, but it's bad, brother. It's bad. It's IR bad, brother. It's bad.
It was just announced like 2 hours ago. So
it's bad.
Yeah, it's gone from bad to it's really, really fucking bad now. I'm really pissed off that Hampton is on the IR because I do have him as well, like a ton of more leagues than you do. Luckily, like I drafted for depth, but still like annoying because Hampton was just starting to get going. And now we're gonna have to wait for Henderson.
Yeah, no, and like the only thing for me, the worst part for me, like with this Hampton injury, is that he's not going to get a chance to surpass Ashton Genty this year as the guy as far as rookie running backs go. So that's a real bummer for me in that space. But otherwise, man, like hey, man, it's it's all in the game. This is this is fantasy football, man. This is what it is, man. And you're only as good as your current week. And now, there's a lot of teams now that, are going to be without, one of the premier running backs in football at this point in time. And now it opens it up for Kamani Vidal and Hassan Haskins. So good luck out there in the real world, kids.
Priority waiver ads, Rico Dowell, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
over 200 yards rushing. I think he's the first person to do that this season.
Yeah, I believe so.
He's the only person that's done that so far this season, I should say.
Yeah, I went and picked him up, man, in my home league. I picked him and Michael Carter up.
Anyone that picked him up and started them, they got the big cojones. You know what I'm saying? They got big cojones.
Well, dude, I didn't have a quarterback, man, and I tried to trade a guy, Rico Dowdle, on Thursday, man, for a quarterback, and he wouldn't come off of him. So I'm like, all right, great news, great news over here, man. So, Rico Dowdle, man, now this week gets the lowly Dallas Cowboys, man, in a game where I seen on Twitter today that he said they better get ready to buckle up. So I don't know, man. This is going to be interesting because either the Cowboys are just going to completely sell out to stop Rico Dowdle and Bryce Young is going to have a career day, or either Rico Dowdle is just going to go for 200 yards again, man. So this will be fun. I'm actually kind of excited about that one.
Me too, because I can't wait for him to go back and hopefully shellac them for letting them go. So, but yeah, I mean, Michael Carter was the other one because now, DeMarcado had a crazy play. If you didn't watch it, he had a crazy run. He just tore apart the Titans defense, but then fumbled the ball at the 1 yard line. And Adonai Mitchell, we talked about that yesterday too. So yeah, I think Michael Carter also deserves, if he wasn't more picked up, I believe he's still he still should be readily available, but because he was free, but he on Sleeper currently is 59%. So depending on which leagues you're in, he could be available. But the rest of the names are on the ticker. We have Kendre, Monongai coming off the bye. So if you want to still out there and go get him right now and just put him on your put him on your roster, feel free to do so. There's also the Chargers running back situation. We still got Brashard Smith. If he's somehow still out there, please go add him as well before the game starts. So that way you can beat the breakout regardless of what happens tonight. So yeah, I mean, look, we just try to find these edges to help, people out here tonight. So I guess here from the list here, the fact that Kamara didn't have the game of games that he probably could have had, and with Miller's usage increased, man, I think Miller becomes someone that's more intriguing by the weeks that they go by. There's talk about him being potentially available, Kamara via trade, I don't know, but obviously the Chargers running backs, you're taking a shot on one of those, but it just depends on Haskins, maybe Vidal. I hate these situations where it's there's not a 1v1 replacement. With the Rico Dallas situation, 1v1 replacement. Yeah. We knew that. And Trevor and TTI was going to be more to change the pace back. We knew that. With the Chargers situation now, we don't know exactly who. It's not so clear cut. So
yeah, but it wasn't. But it wasn't going to be that way. But it was going to be the same way before the Najee Harris injury. That was the anticipation, was that it was going to be a split backfield, taking Omarion Hampton, you were just banking on upside is what you were doing, and then Najee Harris, the freak accident happened on the 4th of July, so it kind of opened up a pathway for him, in that space. So that's what it is, man. So this isn't for me, this isn't an earth-shattering thing that more likely than not, this is going to be both both of these guys there. Damn, bro. Damn.
That's rough.
Wham.
That's so rough.
Wham.
That's so rough, yo. That's so rough.
Yeah. But even like yesterday, man, I'm pretty sure Vidal, and again, it's a small sample size, right? But even like yesterday, man, like him and Haskins both, man, in the amount of time, however you want to look at it, right down the middle, 21%, 14 snaps on both sides. So like this is a 50-50 timeshare. I think Vidal obviously gives you a little bit more explosiveness. Haskins is he's a bigger back, and I just kind of get like Gus Edwards vibes from him. Is kind of what I get. So I don't know, man. I am glad that I don't have Omarion Hampton in a lot of other leagues because this is a really tough situation to be in. And I'm glad that like my running back room, knock on wood, is pretty solid at this point. But if I had to take a stab on one of these guys, I would probably take Kamani Vidal just because the upside, and that's where we're at, man. But also too, man, like, I'm putting in, if it's FAAB, man, I'm probably putting in for both of these guys, hoping I just get the cheaper option, man.
That's all it is. That's a a beautiful way to play that for sure. But yeah, like this is the running backs, and it's getting scarier about a week. It feels like right now. Like I said, man, the Hampton injury, man, is so annoying. Yeah, just annoying. DeMarcado traded to the Titans, scored 20 for him.
And then the Titans cut him.
Man. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was rough, bro. That was rough.
Sorry to hear about that, bro. To the receivers we go. And the intriguing name I think falls into place here. There's a few different guys here that should be more of your stashes than probably plug and plays for upcoming. But talking about Josh Downs for me is something that I still believe in the talent. I do think he is someone that could still make up for his overall like costs before the season started. But it's something where the Colts they're really tricky like receiving because you got Warren, you got Pittman. You have even JT takes some catch passes now. So and then Daniel Jones runs the football. So there's a lot of different ways like why Josh Downs hasn't been like as utilized in my opinion versus like where he was last year. But I still think he's someone worth like grabbing because he just plays a different, it's him and Warren. It kind of just, they're kind of eating each other up right now. So that's also why. But yeah, I mean, look, Kendra Bourne, we got to talk about him because we don't know how the Niners or receivers are going to really pan out. And there's also George Kittle waiting in the wings. Like, who knows? But yeah, what you got to say, Johnny?
Kendrick Bourne, man, like, I'm just like, I'm going to not overcomplicate things, man, and just keep it really simple. I think like at this point, like the Niners are 3-1 with a bunch of backups, at all the skill positions. And at this point, like, what do you really have to lose by letting those guys, rest up another week? Like you don't have anything to lose at this point for me. Like if you're asking me, I'm like, hey, like this, it makes a lot of sense. I mean, this is obviously a big game here, right? You got 4-1 Niners, 4-1 Bucks at Tampa Bay. So, hey, so maybe this is what it is, but that division as well, man, you got the Seahawks at 3-2. But the Cardinals are 2-3 and the Rams are 3-2. So like, they still have another game, actually a game and a half to buy really, because they just beat the Rams. Right. So like, I think this is a spot where, maybe they just try to get everybody rested up on the 49ers side of things. And if so, then Kendrick Bourne is out there. He's the guy. And again, man, Tampa Bay, Rachaad White, looks like Bucky Irvin's probably not going to be playing again next week. We know what it is with Rachaad White. Like he's a pass catching back. He's not really a runner. So again, man, like it's another game where should be a lot of points that should be scored, man. So don't want to overcomplicate that in that space. And then two, the rest of these guys, man, it's kind of hit or miss with these guys, man. You can take another shot at Tyquan Thornton tonight, man, if he's still available, floating around out there. Again, man, before Rashee Rice gets back, same thing with Hollywood Brown. So you have those two guys, man. You could make a play on that. Torrey Horton did play a little bit more snaps than normal, but he's definitely the third guy there in Seattle. Fourth, depending on how you really want to look at it, man. But from a receiver side of things, he's definitely the third option there. Alec Amenor, man. That guy, man, geez, just everything in Tennessee, man. When you pick one guy, the other guy goes, and when you pick the other guy goes, man, right?
Yeah.
Like 40-yard prop, man, comes up with 18, man. So yeah, like I think like this week at wide receiver, this week at wide receiver feels a lot like last week at running back for me.
Yeah.
Not a lot of like must-haves, right? So I think, Jalen Coker, I think the window opened up for him, man, as far as
Sure did.
for him to be able to play. So I think that that could be a space.
That's a good play. That's a good one.
Carolina's pretty condensed, man. Like we know what it is they want to do. They want to run the ball, and it's Ted McMillan and then, whoever is running open when Bryce Young is running for his life. So maybe Jalen Coker. But yeah, this is just not very attractive, this list of names here for me.
I know. Yoshivas is someone that I didn't get a chance to add before the show. So I'm going to talk about him now. Like, I think Andre Yoshivas is someone that if the Bengals keep losing games, this could be a spot where it's more like a speculative ad, obviously, but it's something to keep our eyes on. Like the usage went up for him this week. Like he had always been playing the snaps, but the receiving finally came through. 5 catches, 82 yards. Like that's big time for PPR format. So just keep your eyes peeled on him in the situation in Cincy, because if they keep on losing games or whatever, it's like they could just be like, all right, well, we already paid these guys. We don't want them to get hurt anymore. They might
they're gonna lose games with Jake Browning at quarterback. Just like talked about it last night. Like the game script is always going to be one with them where they're going to be having to throw the football. Even if they're winning, they're still going to have to throw the football, because that's the way this offense is designed, is for them to be throwing the football. Because right now, like they can't get anything going on the ground with Chase Brown. The offensive line has always been a mess. Joe Burrow just covered it up. So like it's always going to be a script where they're going to be losing, and passing is always going to be on the table. For these guys, like later on in the year, if they're eliminated from playoff contention and Joe Burrow's not healthy, although something in my gut, I don't know why, but something in my gut just tells me that I feel like Joe Burrow is going to end up maybe it's a week or two sooner or something, but like something in my gut just tells me that like he's going to be back, ahead of schedule. I don't know, man. Like, and maybe that's just, me being stupid, but like, I just feel like
anything's possible now.
It just feels like a spot where like he's like you look up and all of a sudden they're like Joe Burrow's ready to go. Like we got a specialized shoe. Da, da, da. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. Just a gut feeling, right? Like I mean, being a week or two away, right? Like that, obviously, I think there's a lot of advancements, and I think we all know, right? Like it's not earth shattering, but there's a lot of advancements. But Yoshivas, man, like to me, man, he's like a poor man's Sterling Shepard. Honestly, he's going to be on the field. He's in an offense that throws the ball. Maybe he gets 5 catches. Maybe he gets in the end zone. Maybe he runs, on the field for, 87% of snaps. Maybe he runs 28 routes and comes up with 3 catches for 20 yards. So,
yeah, nah, I totally understand it. It's just everything's flipped upside down.
Love it.
You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you play a board game and just flip the table. This game's over.
Yeah, man. Well,
we just started. I don't care.
Well, it goes back to Sunday morning, man. Like we just talked about it Sunday morning. Just because your players and your team is operating in a space, man, that looks invincible, is 4-0, 3-1, whatever the case may be. Man, now comes the second quarter of the fantasy football season / NFL season, man, and like shit can go upside down real quick, man, real quick.
I don't think Burrow's cursed, but honestly, like I would love to just see him on a different franchise. It's starting to feel like.
I mean, I would too, but like, but
I'm just saying, like for his legacy, because it's like.
I mean, dude, like that wouldn't change anything, man. Like that would be like that wouldn't change anything. Like if he was gonna get hurt, man, he'd get hurt anyway, man. Like like I mean, dude, there's not like if he's upright, there's not a better situation in the NFL with pass catchers than what the Cincinnati Bengals have, man. Like
that's fair. It's just I know, but that's the whole point. Because it's like you see players like this, a la Saquon Barkley, just staying with a franchise too long because they're not doing nothing to help them win. Like, so
they got to the Super Bowl, bro. They got to the Super Bowl with this man. What you mean?
I know that. I'm just saying sometimes this franchise it feels like they just don't do enough for him around him. So yeah, they restructure his contracts and stuff like that, and blah blah blah. But
they drafted a wide receiver. Like, they made the right pick, obviously, but like, they, instead of drafting a tackle in that draft to protect him, they drafted his boy, who also.
I'm just saying lately. I'm not talking about the whole like concept of it. I'm just saying like lately.
What
like,
would you, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this then. What would you have liked to see them do then?
I mean, look, this defense is still a mess.
Okay, so who do you not pay, and like, what would you have liked to see them done?
Don't pay T. Higgins, in my opinion. Go grab somebody else and invest in your defense a bit.
So I'm gonna be a jerk. Go grab somebody else. Define go grab somebody else.
What do you mean? Define.
You said go grab somebody else. So I'm assuming you may go grab somebody else at wide receiver.
That would be a cheaper cost, yeah. Because like,
who?
What was the contract extension for T. Higgins again?
Oh my god,
he got. I don't remember what he got. But he got a 4-year, $115 million extension. So I mean, look, like, I'm not trying to solve Cincinnati's problems right now. I'm just saying, like, It feels like to me that just a franchise alone, like, I just feel like they kind of put way too much on Burrow, and sometimes in situations like this, like, you could get him. What they had with Joe Mixon for a while was definitely good because they balanced things out on offense. So I'm just saying, in general, back to the question, like, is he cursed with injuries? Like, he just had a bad string of them, honestly. I'm not saying he's going to be injury prone or anything like that, but it's been bad.
No.
To the tight ends we go. Some familiar suspects.
Yeah.
Some of them I talked about in the article, and they've actually crushed. Theo Johnson, AJ Varner. Shout out to both those guys. Jay Tung's even crushed as well. Mason Taylor. And then Taysom Hill is on this list. So we'll see like how Taysom Hill is going to be operating in this offense. Remember, it's not the same, Sean Payton gimmick stuff from before. And he had 6 carries and completed a pass. So there's some type of level where he's going to be utilized as a utility player, of course. So that's always nice to have at a position like tight end, which doesn't offer too much. But I'll say, look, like any of these names. Sorry, I got sidetracked. The guy I wanted to talk about was a priority ad is Harold Fanning. Harold Fanning is available in 46% of sleeper leagues right now. Like, he deserves to be waiver claimed because I was looking at some of these waiver wires and people dropping Fanning, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm picking him up. This is crazy. This is my second opportunity to get more of him. So, and the fact that, he didn't do much, I'm saying, he caught a touchdown and everything, but I think this is something where I think Dylan Gabriel should be able to, lift up Harold Fanning from a usage perspective. And that doesn't mean that Njoku goes away, but it's more about like, hey, like, I do think both of these guys should still be rostered. I saw people dropping Njoku a little bit too. And I'm like, he was the one that had the breakout game. So like 6 catches, 7 yards, a touchdown. So like, I do believe both these guys should still be owned. So if Fanning is out there, and Njoku's out there, they become priority ads for the tight end position if the other guys are also owned in your league. So that's what I got in terms of that. What are you thinking?
Yeah, no, I don't hate Harold Fanning. I don't love him either. I just think like, he's, for me, I think he like falls like right into the same category as like pretty much like everybody like on this list. Not because of the talent. I think definitely he's got the offense. Yeah, I think he's got the talent, but like, it's just like, it's the pass catches for this team. It's every week. It's something different. It's something different every single week. It's, I know Tillman's on the IR, but then you got Judy, then you got Bond, then you got Njoku, and then you got Fanning. And so like the playing time is there for him for sure. Like he's had, 2 weeks where he's popped as a top 12 tight end. The other,
what did Jerry Judy even do? Like,
I'm not. No, Jerry Judy's like, nah.
Dude,
listen. You
2 catches, 15 yards.
You know how I get down. You know how I get down. If I rocks with you, I rocks with you. If I don't, then I don't.
I don't.
And I have never rocked with Jerry Judy. You won't catch me.
Me neither.
I think the only time I've ever said anything about Jerry Judy, I think Jameson was on here and he got him in like the 9th or 10th round in Scott Fishbowl mock. And I was like, damn, I don't even like Jerry Judy, but that's actually a pretty good value. And guess what? I still don't like Jerry Judy. So, so Harold Fanning still don't. So he's had a couple weeks, like I said, man. Like he's popped as a top 12 option. Last week he was 14. I think it's just like there's a lot of other guys that are on this list that are scrolling, and like you'll have to take the good with the bad. You know what I mean? Like as far as tight end goes. Chigo Conquo, man, like that's a weird situation, man. Gunnar Helm. Yeah, man, like that's a weird situation for sure. So like that's something to kind of keep in mind. And Theo Johnson, man, like I'm probably in on him, man, like at this point now. Like, because most of my leagues, man, like I've got
bags packed and best ball, let's go.
Oh man. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh man. I'm just gonna one. No, I know. I'm just gonna keep going. And just like, just be nice. Oh man. Yeah, like so I think Theo Johnson, like he's a guy that like I definitely am in on. And I think Cade Otton all of a sudden too, man. I think like he's got a little bit more value because it seems like when this Tampa Bay offense is like without like a legitimate running game, Cade Otton then becomes a part of like, he becomes a part of the offense again. And so like he's another guy that I'm definitely interested in. And I said last week Cole Kmet because I think like again the Bears offense, there's still going to be some opportunities for him, right? And he's probably not owned at this point because they had a bye last week. So I mean, those are a couple of names for me that like just really kind of pop. And I'm like, all right, like if I'm going to be going on the tight end journey, I guess Theo Johnson would be the guy for me. And then your boy Mason Taylor too, man. I want to talk about him a little bit too, man. Like he's starting to come along again, man. You got to take, that's the thing about tight end, with the exception of Cade Otton, you got to take the good with the bad. And most of these situations, these pass catchers, most of these offenses ain't very good. So that's the reason why these guys are available. So you got to take the good. So you got to take the good with the bad, like with these situations. And then like, and if they are in a good offense, then, you got to worry about like the other 2 or 3 pass catchers ahead of them, man. So tight end continues to be a dump pretty much.
Oh man, that's funny.
I mean, like it, dude. Like it is, like, dude. Like we're at a spot where, like, we're talking, like, dude, we're talking Jake Tongs here, man. Like that's wild here, like in week 4, and like for perspective, I know you're the tight end guy, but I'm just for perspective.
Sure.
Jake Ferguson is the number 1 overall tight end right now.
Woo woo.
Dalton Kincaid. Hey. Dalton Kincaid is the number 2 tight end right now.
Interesting. Yeah.
So like
you called a nice little breakout for him.
I did, man, dude.
Appreciate that, by guy. Appreciate that.
I didn't even tell you what happened on my bets, man. You'll I'll share this story real quick, man. I was like, what the hell, man? So like it's 3-3, and I was like, all right, man. I was like, I can see the way this game is going. And after we got off here, I was saying like, I was like, the Pats are gonna keep it close, man. Like I didn't know they were gonna win, but I was like, they'll keep it close. So all right. So I'm like, the way this game is going, I'm like, I feel like Ramondre. I'm like, all right. So I take Ramondre Stevenson first touchdown of the game. No, of course. No, he scores freaking 2 touchdowns, man. Of course. Why not? Why not? Why not, man?
Exactly.
So, exactly. And then like now, like now we get to go for a ride on the Travion Henderson train now with
sure do.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So just again, man, an emotional roller coaster here in fantasy.
Gibson tore his ACL, so like
that's the only way Henderson can get on the field is another man literally has to leave his knee
or fumble the ball. No, wait, they'll still put him on the field if he fumbles.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
It's still early, right?
Yeah. Jeez, crow, man.
Jeez, old Crow is right. Streaming defenses. So we got a couple here. I got the Packers and the Patriots. Packers, for me, they're taking on Browning, who we know, again, when he faces stiffer competition defensively, like turnovers can be had, sacks can be had. So again, like despite the tough performance against Dallas, Green Bay is still ranked 11th against the pass and second against the run, and they have 11 sacks on the year. So I do think this is definitely a time where the Packers are going to pin their ears back and get after it. So this is a spot where you can still go out there and see if they're available in your leagues to pick up and be ahead of the curve. Just stash, you know what I'm saying? Just stash them. Just check to see if they are, because they're still available in 6% of sleeper leagues right now. So I would see if you could go grab them and be like, hey, like this is a defense you could potentially rock for the rest of the year too. So just be mindful of that. And then the Patriots fall in line in this one because they made Josh Allen look foolish. They stopped the run, first of all, which was pretty impressive. There were times where James Cook never got started in the game in a way. He was just kind of plottering everywhere anytime he got the football. So the pass rush for the Patriots was getting there and also, again, just closing up the gaps. And they did a great job containing Josh Allen. So I do think this is something where I'm not going to say it's like something that's going to be like, it's going to be something you can hang our hats on for the rest of the season. But this is something where they get a New Orleans Saints team. And, I mean, we've seen what New Orleans can do. But also, are we going to buy into it wholeheartedly? I don't know. So I'll ride the hot hand if I need a defense in the Patriots as well. So those are some of the defenses I got. Anything defensively you got?
I don't know. I don't know who would. Yeah.
Yeah, he sure can. He sure can. He cost us a parlay.
It wasn't even a
right,
parlay.
Hey, what he cost us parlay? He cost us that passing touchdown parlay. Couldn't even pass a touchdown pass.
Oh man, like the Colts, I don't even care, man. Like the Colts secondary is still cooked. So that just lets me know that's really like preemptively I'm getting back on the Kyler Murray train again next week. So because there's a great narrative. There's a great narrative that like I don't need like it's I know the week's not over with, but dude, how does Marvin Harrison Jr. not go to Indianapolis next week and not cook? How does that happen? How does Marvin Harrison Jr. not cook in Indianapolis next week? Like I'm already there, man. And I just think anyways, defense is the Rams. I think like if they're available, they're a pretty good defense, but obviously they're going against Baltimore next week. So that might be a place to, to keep an eye out for. And then like after that, man, it's kind of, I mean, I don't want to say this, given my, my love affair, but they're probably not there, but I guess that would really be it, bro. That's really those are really the only defenses, man. I mean, you could take a defense from this Titans and Raiders game, man, because that's probably just going to be a turnover fest.
Talk about shit for a stink.
Yeah, that's man. Tell me I'm not already ready for week 6 already, man. But like I like both of those, man. I think the Packers is really like the one that really stands out to me, just because, again, man, like the Bengals offensive line, like it's not about Jake Browning, it's about the offensive line, man, and like the Green Bay Packers should be ready to show the world that that's not who they are. So,
Okay.
I mean, there's not a lot out there for me defensively, man. Like you have the Commanders, possibly, as much as I hate to say this, going against my man, Caleb Williams, that could be a place for sure. So you could get there. And then obviously too, there's 2 Monday night games next week, the Falcons and the Bills, and nobody I know obviously will mess with that. So obviously this preemptively, Nick, just a reminder, we'll have to be on here a little bit early next week.
Yep.
So
thanks for that.
So that's it, man.
Family calls.
Yeah.
I got you on that then. But to the Monday Night Football game we go. Chiefs, Jags, especially a little bit of rain potentially in Jacksonville.
Ooh, I like it when it rains.
It rains and pours. Got to double check the weather for that because there was something along those lines of like, oh, was there going to be weather? I got a slight chance of rain, I guess, whatever. double check, but that's if it's just a light percentage of rain, all right, cool. But anyhow, Chiefs getting 3.5 as a favorite on the road going to Jacksonville, over under 45.5 as we are recording right now. Double check your books if it's changed. But I would say this. I think this has to be a stadium game for the Chiefs. Coming out, hey, they beat the Ravens. I think if you come out sluggish against Jacksonville, now there's no Tevin Walker tonight. He's inactive. Who's one of their better pass rushers on the team. The Jacksonville Jaguars, like, they're susceptible to passing yards. They play a lot of zone. I'm expecting a lot of Xavier Worthy to come out and, potentially do it to him early because they're 23rd ranked right now in terms of via the pass or passing yards allowed. So, 50% chance ain't nothing. So I won't dictate a whole game script change or whatever. But yeah, I mean, I'll say that, it's the Jacksonville Jaguars have been better against the run, but I do think that the Chiefs, if they are anything like they were last week, this should be a spot for them that they should, take care of business. I had the Chiefs here, so 23-17. I think I'll take a prediction on. So they'll cover and the under. What do you got?
Oh, wow. You are picking the actual real numbers out here on them. Go ahead. Stun on them, cuz. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Something like that. Every once in a
while. This game, actually, I hate, really, in real life.
I don't like it either.
I don't
like this game either. It sucks.
Nothing about
unless we see a lot of scoring points or whatever. Or, I don't know.
There's nothing about this game I like, man.
Nope,
I'll take the under.
Mines are tight too, by the way.
Yeah, I'll take the under, and I think if anybody that I feel like tonight should
Travis Hunter, baby, let's go.
That I was gonna say Travis Hunter. I was gonna say him because just the slot usage of what Kansas City, what it is that they have going on defensively. But I feel like typically primetime games are when like big stars show up, man. So I'm gonna plant a flag here tonight, and I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna say Brian Thomas Jr. tonight.
Oh, no.
Brian Thomas Jr. tonight, and if Brian Thomas Jr. don't get it done tonight, I think it's panic season, man.
It is panic season.
No. Listen, again, you don't have them, so it's been panic season. It's been I know who Trent McDuffie is. I know who he is. I know this. I'm very well aware. I'm just saying, man.
Are you preempting this?
Big time players show up on these type of stages, man, and like it don't get much big. It don't get much bigger than this for the Jacksonville Jaguars, man.
That's
just overall, right? So I'm gonna and Brian Thomas Jr., right? Like in his lack of usage or lack of production, I should say. I feel like, man, this is a time because remember, man, Liam, the Bucks are still doing Buck things like. The Jags, like they're winning football games, right? And at the end of the day, that's what it is for all of us fantasy nerds. Like they're still winning games. I feel like this is a space, man. Nope, that ain't happening, cuz. And the guy we want to use is Bouchard, and that ain't happening. So
it is not. It is not.
Yeah. So yeah, but
I'm to shut him.
So I'm interested in the Jacksonville Jaguars pass catchers tonight is what I'm interested in, and looks like we'll get out of here a little bit early. So if we do that, man, I'll probably cook up a little parlay just with the Jags pass catchers tonight.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, that's it. Last but not least, Monday Night Miracles. I need Travis Hunter to outdo Brian Thomas, so I'm actually.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah,
makes sense. I have one. I'm up 14 in the actual Fans Classic. Probably will be my last win.
Right.
Probably be my last win for 4 weeks because I have Omari unempty, so it'll probably be my last win for the next 4 weeks. So I'm up 14. He's got Hollywood. I got Bashard Smith. So we'll see how it goes, man. That's really the only one I really actually have. Everything else, man, is kind of already set in stone pretty much. By the way, Scott Fishbowl teams, what is it? I've only got one loss, 7-1 right now. Getting ready to go to 9-1. Man, Scott Fishbowl team is
congratulations to you,
cooking, bro. Cooking,
not,
bro.
Yeah, it's rough out here for me.
Cooking.
Yeah, get whack left and right, yo. Just is what it is. Let me double check the record because I'm about to lose again. Oh well. Oh well. Can't get everything right.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, can't win them all, man, for sure.
You sure can.
Sure. Wait. Are we up? Wasn't we playing this week somewhere?
Oh yeah, Cookout League.
Cookout, yeah. It looks like
Sean 2 in.
Yeah. That's what I got. Got to have 22
22.6 technically, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
anything's possible.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Yeah. So,
yeah. What it is.
Yeah.
But to the props we go to finish out the night for the Chiefs and the Jags. I only got a couple because, again, this game doesn't give me like such a confident vibe. Because it just feels like the lines are definitely tighter in this game tonight. So it might be something. And this is a game where I'll probably see what's live in general.
That's a good call.
That's just kind of is what it is. But the prop shop, we are 33-20 on the season. We are killing it. 7-2 on Sunday. We went 2-2 last night. So prime time record in the last 3 games we are 8-2. So we keep on looking to crush. Like I said, I got 2 tonight that I feel pretty okay about. Juju Smith-Schuster over 2.5 catches. The line's pretty juiced. But he's been, besides the game against the Eagles, where he only had 1 catch for 5 yards, the usage has been up for him. He's had at least 3 catches and at least 35 receiving yards or more in the other games outside this Eagle game. So what also brings me confidence is that because Worthy came back last week, he was still getting a decent amount of target share and usage in the offense. Tyquan Thornton fell off a little bit. Doesn't mean he can't be still impactful, but I do expect Juju Smith-Schuster to, come out and, just do, get his 3 catches, maybe his 40 yards, maybe whatever, call it an easy day and a win for us. Pacheco, I'm going with the overall here. This line, I'm not going to say it's too low because the Chiefs are doing weird things at the running back position. We're waiting on Brashard Smith. If you have him, like I said, you got 10 minutes or so. If he's still on some people's waivers, go pick him up, please.
People are starting to pick him up. They're starting to pick him up, even in shallow.
Yeah, it's just, right. So, because that's, again, like this Chiefs running game is just weird. But I'm going to go with Pacheco. I just think the line's a little too low. The only time he didn't do over this 25, 26 yards was the first game of the season. So I do think that some things have to change for the run game. I still think all 3 backs should be involved tonight. So again, I think this is a situation where if the Chiefs go up a little bit earlier, then we can kind of salt away the game a little bit, be methodical and just run the football like they want to do as well. So I think the line is a little bit too low, even with all the backs splitting. So yeah. Haywood. 33-20, my guy. Yeah. Nick versus John, a steel cage match. Oh my gosh, yo. Yeah, we'll see. I've seen crazier things, so I'm not gonna count to it now just yet. And all the stuff we've seen, it only matters at Mania, not Monday Night Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
Or PLE, I guess. Yep, the ultimate PLE, WrestleMania. Johnny, I'm gonna ask you.
I hope tonight Bashal Tootin goes absolutely hammer time. Hope he goes hammer time tonight. He just breaks up the sideline for a 70-yard reception, then hits one for like 50, and that's it. And the Chiefs lose, man. Like that. Other than that, no, man. Like I said, I'm gonna find me a couple of props to play tonight, man, just so I can have a little bit of action on the game. Obviously, play some DFS lineups, and again, because I hate this game so much. Like I have like an angle that like I'm looking for, and like I take like with a player or like a situation, and like I really couldn't be like, all right, like this is where I want to go. Like,
right. Yeah.
Like this is where I want to go. So this is like a really weird slate for me. So I'm actually spread out everywhere, like on this slate as far as like as far as my MVPs goes. So 25 cent on FanDuel, 5 cent on FanDuel, 25 cent I'm kind of spread out everywhere. 5 cent I condensed it down a little bit more to go. Primarily with Mahomes and Trevor Lawrence as MVPs, because I was like, I can see one prop actually I will say I do like. And I don't even know what the line is on it yet. But Patrick Mahomes, man, he's actually already, man, top 3 in the NFL in a scramble percentage. So I just feel like his rushing.
Rushing?
Yeah. This is a game they got to win. This is a game they got to win.
22.5 when I saw it.
That sounds about right. That sounds about, I was thinking like 20, 22, something like that right there. So,
yeah.
So I'll probably mess with a Patrick Mahomes rushing prop tonight.
I don't mind that at all either.
Yeah.
There's a bonus for you people.
Yeah.
But yeah, we love you too. Haywood's gonna look to come and join us on the Sunday show, so he'll be on with us on Sunday. So make sure you spread the word, Haywood, to all your friends, all your peeps. Tell them to come check you out live here Sunday morning. As we dive right into it, talk about all the plays. We get into last minute start sits for anyone or last minute waiver wire picks. All your go-to needs. So. For Johnny, myself, we out. We'll see you guys on Sunday morning. Peace.